Hello, my name is Stephanie Toma, and I've been in the Amazon Influencer Program for about a month now. And there are more videos on this topic about how I got into it. I was rejected a couple times before I got in, so I can share my learnings with you there. But this has become a fun side project in terms of creating another stream of income. And it's something that I actually find quite fun. And I'm just kind of curious to see how to go ahead and hack this. I have watched a multitude of other YouTubers that have become really monetarily successful through this program. So I'm going to go ahead and share the stats and the success or lack thereof of my first month so that you can implement these best practices for yourself. If you are also in your first month or just starting out, maybe you're thinking of applying and you want to know what to expect. So this is a long game. This is something that I learned from another Amazon influencer who is popular on YouTube. And you most likely are not going to get paid for at least 2 months. So my account became active November 28th or so. And yeah, so I'm not expecting to be paid in January or in December, but in February. That's when I should start to actually see the income coming in, even though I did create earnings in December. So, spoiler alert, in November, no earnings came. I'm going to go ahead and show you the back end really soon, but I want to give you just the high level. So, in a moment, we're going to look at the lowest earning day and the highest earning day, and also how many videos actually monetized out of all the ones that I created, and what the most popular item was, the highest grossing day, lowest grossing day. And I also want to share with you what my goal was so that you can see if I achieved it. So for month one, there are people who talk about, oh my gosh, it's month three and I made 20K. I think I literally have seen at least one person who has said that. So I decided I'm going to do at least the amount of volume and quality that they have done. So in month one, I actually created 244 videos that were in between 30 seconds and 2 minutes. There's one outlier that's about 3.5 minutes, but most of them are around a minute and a half. And I actually don't spend a lot of time editing. I'm just I get centered before I go ahead and do it. And it's typically done in one take. Every now and then, maybe it takes a second take to get through the content that I'd like to go through. And my goal for month one was to make 3 figures. And now I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that we can look and see how we did. Okay, here we are. So you can see, yay, we did 3 figures, 110.38 this month. And the reason why I'm showing you December data is because November didn't even really count. I made 40 cents on one day. So add 40 cents to this. I don't think it really matters. We're just going to look at the high level here. So you can see it says that there are 1,514 clicks. However, on another page, it showed that my videos have been viewed 11,000 times. And that kind of grew exponentially. I want to say 3 weeks in, I was at 8 or 9,000. And in the last week, it was growing by 1,000 every couple days. And you can see here that there has been a lot of variation, fluctuation. The highest earning day was $8.88, and that was on December 29th. So just about 1 month in. The lowest earning day was in the very beginning, December 2nd, where I got some clicks, 23, zero earnings or conversions. But you can see that every other day since December 2nd, there have been earnings, even if it was a low earning day of 17 cents. So I'm going to ultimately break this down to show you how much each video ended up making me. Let's say, I did find it interesting that out of the 244 videos that I created, it looks like, let's see. So this has a result of 1 to 25, 29. When I zoomed it out, 29 items actually resulted in sales. But then the most popular item surprised me. I couldn't have guessed this. It was a cold pressed vitamin E oil. And it had kind of an interesting spout. So I kind of called that out in the description. where I said demo of the spout, and people ended up clicking on it and buying it because maybe that was a question they had, right? So I think it's important to, sure, do the standard demo, but also get into the head of someone who's considering buying it. What is something that they'd be curious about, something that maybe would deter them from wanting to buy it because they're like, oh, but I don't know how this works. Go ahead and outline it for them in a short and concise and compelling way. And I'm also not afraid in my videos, if I actually don't like something, I'm not going to end it with, and I recommend. I'm not going to bash a product. There's no point in that. But to maintain credibility and integrity with myself, there are some products where I just kind of say, this is something that I probably would change about it or that I don't love about it. But if that's okay with you, then maybe you want to get it. And you can see here that 232 items were shipped. I made Amazon $3,400. Or, I mean, come on, these are people who maybe they would have purchased it anyway, but they looked at the video and maybe that was just the extra nudge that they needed to go ahead and buy. So my conversion right now for month 1 is 15.32%. And it's weird. It says includes bonus. There was no bonus. I don't really know how to go ahead and get a bonus, but you can also go and look at your tracking IDs and see if there are certain categories that are getting you more of a profit. And I imagine that, I'm committing to this program for a year. I really can't see me doing 244 videos every month. That seems a little insane, but I can see, this is a prediction, I could probably see myself doing 1,000 videos in 6 months, so that would be kind of cooling my gears a little bit, right? To get to that number, or would it? Yeah, because if I kept up that number 244, I think it would be 4 months or just under 5 before I reached 1K. But certainly, I think my ultimate goal when I started this program was I wanted to do 1K videos in an entire year. And people say, you'll burn out, don't do too much. But how I've approached it is every day, I just do at least 3. And then there was one day where, oh my gosh, I was house sitting. So there were a few other items that were just out and about, just in the common areas where I did 25 items. So just know that there are certain ways and opportunities that you can come across if you are, let's say, at a friend's house. Then maybe you just want to be like, hey, is it okay if I just do a few videos? And maybe you don't want to do 25 if you're spending quality time with people, but I was just like by myself to my own devices. So I was like, well, why not just go ahead and, take a look at this book that's out here already, So yeah, we're going to go ahead and stop the share. And yeah, it was interesting that on the highest gross day, there was an 888 income for me. And I just wanted to share, if you believe in angel numbers, or if you don't, I'm going to share it anyway. So that signals abundance and prosperity. Angel number 888 is strongly associated with abundance, prosperity, and financial success. It's a sign that the universe is aligning to bring material rewards and blessings into your life. Well, hey, that's kind of cool. So yeah, I am, my goal is certainly next month to have it be 4 figures. That would be pretty awesome if it was 5, month 3, but I think I'm just taking it a month at a time, looking at the data and continuing to be in it. I do think that just to stay on track for myself, 3 a day. If you do 3 a day, every day without fail, then what is 3 times 30? That's 90 videos. So you're basically, if you go that route, then you're going to be doing at least 90, but just knowing that sometimes you get on a roll. When you're on a roll, go with it. And so I think it should be pretty simple to do 100 in a month. And this is considering, if you're not, I mean, it is a hobby, but then again, I am treating this like a potential income stream of many, not the sole income stream to support my lifestyle, but it's become something that I've seen other creators have some success with. And I thought, you know what, let's see, could that be me? I don't know. So go ahead and stay tuned on this ride with me. And yeah, I will also mention a little tidbit. There's a relatively new component of the program called Creators Live. And I've done about 225 lives and I only have 8 followers. So I haven't really cracked that code yet. I think that's maybe more so for famous people that have an existing following. And maybe I just kind of go on live spontaneously, but maybe it seems like some people create momentum, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna go live on New Year's Eve, like get ready with me, like some celebrity like getting her makeup done, and she's like, I use this product from the drugstore, whatever. So yeah, it's one of those things where I decided to still use it because you have a chance to elevate your status if you do at least 90 videos. I definitely did more than twice that. However, they haven't gotten back to me yet to say if I've elevated to the second out of 3 statuses. Maybe it's because they're confused. Why do you have hundreds of videos and only 8 followers? It's probably a little bit to do with my strategy. So maybe a future video will be on that if I learn more information about that. But what's been great about going live is I'll go live and then I'll email myself the video and repurpose that um, in my influencer account. So it's kind of like, why not do a live if you can just repurpose it and it's just one extra step with a potential ROI? I'm winging it here. I don't really know what that potential ROI is, but cheers, $110 in my pocket, 45 cents a video. That is not a great return yet, but the idea is that it's exponential. And let's say, when I have 500 videos and if I make a certain income collectively over the course of 2 months, then that 45-cent figure will ideally rise. So I'm curious in the comments, what do you think month 2 earnings will be? And what do you think the price per video will end up being? And I'm not going exactly only looking at 1 month. Like, sure, next month we'll look at what the income was for 1 month, but I also am looking at collectively, because this is a collective effort. When you create a video, it doesn't go away in a month, it stays there. And a friend who's in the program told me that actually there's potential for people to subscribe and save. And if they watched your video before they did the subscribe and save, then you'll continue to have that recurring income from over the course of many months or possibly years. So it is exciting. And yeah, I'm looking forward to checking back in with you in about a month. I hope you have a wonderful day.